Cloudcast Media.
Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. We are so thrilled to have in the studio with us today AJ Curry and his dad, Rich. AJ was a participant in the Perfect Game All-American Classic. You only get invited to this if you're one of the top baseball players in the country, high school. AJ, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. What school do you go to?
I go to University City High School.
Okay, very good. You see it in the San Diego Unified School District. I worked for there a billion years ago. Proud dad. Rich, did you go to school in San Diego City Schools?
I sure did.
Where?
I went to a couple of high schools. I started out at Hoover High School.
Sure you did. Okay.
I went there for a couple of years, and then a good family friend of mine, Art Clark, who's actually Tony Clark's father.
You mean, that's not Bookie Clark?
No. I know Bookie.
I know
used to
you
go
do.
to Bookie's student nights across the street, and we'd have so much fun. That guy, I'll never forget him.
Mr. Hoover High?
I will never forget Bookie
in
my whole life. He did a lot.
I'm glad that you brought that up. Joined by my guest co-host. She's done a wonderful job, Chloe McNairn. She's a student from Scotland and a student exchange. She's taking journalism classes at San Diego State, where I graduated about 4 billion years ago. And so, Chloe, I know you have a question for AJ right out of the gate.
Yeah, AJ, tell us about a story which makes you most proud.
I think the story that makes me most proud is probably playing in the All-American Classic at Petco Park. It makes me proud because, it was at San Diego, all the great competition, all the great guys, and I just felt honored to be able to represent my city, my family, my high school, being out there and seeing all the people that support in San Diego come to watch. And that was amazing.
What position do you play?
I play outfield, center field.
Center field, okay, very good. Now, when you were young, did you always have a love for baseball? Or, no, my first love was actually football. And then my dad got me into baseball, or it was field hockey or whatever. Was it always baseball, number one?
Yeah, for the first couple of years, it was always baseball. Then I got introduced to basketball. My dad played basketball. So I was kind of doing baseball, basketball. My freshman year, I actually played both. And then I just ended up falling in love with baseball.
Very, very, very good. And so, what influence was your dad and mom? Your dad was an athlete. Was your mom an athlete?
Yeah, my mom played high school sports. She played high school basketball.
Very good. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, my oldest sister, she's a junior at Chico State University, and then I have 3 younger sisters.
So is your Chico State sister, does she play sports?
Yeah, she's starting shortstop for Chico State.
All right, so softball. Okay, very good. Now, did you have any battles with when you were younger with your sister, and who was the best?
It hasn't stopped yet. So.
Okay, and it will never stop.
No, not really. Every day if she hits a bomb, she'll be like, hey, I hit a bomb, you got to hit a bomb. So we always compare stats and all that stuff, just friendly competition.
How about your younger siblings? Are they into sports?
Yeah, the younger ones play softball, and then I think the one right below me plays volleyball as well.
Very, very good. So, Rich is AJ's dad. What I love about what we just chatted about before we started the show is you didn't talk about AJ's prowess in baseball. You are so proud of his community giving and his focus on the community. Talk about that.
A great question. Thank you. I wanted to make sure that AJ was connected through the community, moral-wise, integrity, principles of community, principles of communication, and I wanted him to display leadership as a young man. Being my only son, when I'm gone, I want the man of the family with his 4 sisters and mom. I wanted him to be able to keep guiding our family down the right path when I'm unable to, or I'm I'm in my rocking chair. So,
Well, that's about 70 years from now, Rich. I'll tell you that right now.
it's extremely important for us because my wife and I, what we did was we saw a need in the community for growth, understanding, and with the use of a sport and baseball. So we applied for a membership to a program that helped us use our nonprofit to create an RBI program here in San Diego that didn't exist. We had RBI Junior, however, not RBI for like 13 to 18.
Right. And what's the RBI stand for?
Reviving baseball in the inner cities.
Yeah, and that's a great program. If I'm not mistaken, and this shows you how old I am, did Lou Brock start that in the National League? Because I know that has been a big issue, is to try to bring baseball into the inner city.
I believe it was a version of it that was the beginning of what morphed into RBI baseball. Absolutely, sir. Yeah,
right.
Interesting that you knew.
Yeah, well, I'm a former sports writer, and I have more inconsequential information in my head than anything in the world. Let me just tell you that right now, AJ. AJ, talk about the athletic initiative and what you folks do.
We just do a lot for the community. I think one of my favorite events is the Toys for Kids Classic. We do that at Lincoln High School every year. Basketball tournament. Go out there, raise money, toys for Christmas for our kids that need it. And it's always just great seeing everybody who can't afford things for Christmas. The smiles on their face, the happiness that we bring them. It's just, it's a blessing to be able to do that.
I think, what a very, you're way beyond your years in maturity. And of course, I got to really applaud you, AJ, because I can tell that's a passion. It's not like, my dad and mom made me do this stuff. No. You love doing this stuff. You can tell it just oozes out of your voice. So Chloe, let me ask you two questions. A, are you an athlete?
No.
Okay, there you go. Do you like athletics?
Yes.
What's your favorite sport?
Football. Well, I mean,
soccer. Okay, I knew you were going to say that as well. And listen, we get that. And two, do you give back when you're in your hometown in Scotland? Do you work for like food banks, or do you work for youth groups and so forth?
Yeah, the Homeless Project Scotland. I've done a few works for them.
Oh, talk about that.
It's in Glasgow. I previously spoke about it in the last podcast about food insecurity and stuff. And with doing journalism, I do some stories and just basically cover how the council isn't doing enough to help basically the homelessness and those facing food insecurity, and especially like the big gap in Glasgow with the rich and poor. It's quite shocking.
Yeah, and I love to hear young folks like Chloe and of course AJ that are in this, and this, Rich, and your wife does too. That when you start as a habit on anything, whether it's a habit of reading, a habit of giving, a habit of whatever, it'll be a lifetime habit. There's no question, AJ, when he has a family of his own, correct me if I'm wrong on this, AJ, you're going to have your kids do the same thing, are you not?
Yeah, it's the plan.
Do your siblings get involved also with community giving as much as you do?
Yeah, it was pretty much just passed down, almost family tradition. So they're all involved. They all love it. They all love same things that we do.
So talk to me a little bit about, I think your dad was alluding to this before we got on the air, that how your focus on community giving and watching those kids smile on their faces when they do toys has an impact on you as an athlete.
I think I could circle this back to the All-American game also. But when I was there, I saw the kids in the stands. We were signing autographs and stuff, throwing baseballs to kids. And that was just kind of like, it almost made me want to play harder for them, to almost put on a show, because I know that they're all looking up to me. They're going to be like, oh, I want to be like him. I want to be like so-and-so one day. So it just made me realize that I just wanted to always play hard, do better, to just give all the younger generation somebody good to look up to.
Man, so mature. Yeah, Rich.
Interesting. We had two sections of people, and it ran the gambit of old friends to former teammates, siblings. Like we just had, it was a great mosaic of return, of friendship and love from the community, and seeing all those faces and different, like we embodied San Diego, white, Black, Asian, Latino. We have friends from all spectrums. So when you looked at those sections, you're like, wow, they're like it truly showed love, and just it was really touching just to see it all.
Yeah, well, listen, you and your bride does such a great job, obviously instilling this, support for a community. But it does take someone like AJ who really embraces it and really enjoys doing it. We all know that people that play at your level, AJ, there's a lot of time dedicated to practice, of course, and everything that's in between that. But we already know that such a big part of your game is giving back, okay, and your DNA and all that. How do you balance that and be a student and do all of this? Do you sleep at all? Sometimes not.
Sometimes not. It's time consuming, but it's not as time consuming as it like appears. Like you get everything done pretty much. Just have to good time management. Yeah, mostly I don't sleep if I'm playing video games. That's when I won't go to bed. But if I'm staying on track, I'll go to bed by like 11. So I can do that.
Yeah, it really hits on something like this, and I'll share this with Chloe as well. When you do something you love, okay, you love sports, but you love your family. That's so obvious what you're talking about, but you love giving back. You don't look at it as work. And the next thing you know, you've spent so much time doing these things. God, that was 10 hours, that was 12 hours, whatever the case may be, and you love doing it. Chloe, is there something that you're real passionate about that you spend a lot of time doing, but you don't even look at it as work?
I would say like this, like meeting people, finding out new things about them, meeting new cultures. I think it's so like inspirational, just talking to people day to day.
Yeah, and that's what I love doing this podcast. I've been doing it for 20 years, believe it or not. It wasn't even called podcast when we were doing it. And we get to chat with people and such talented folks like AJ and yourself, Rich. When we come back from break, AJ, we're going to talk a little bit more about, the mindset that you have to bring you what you have done, the path ahead, what you're looking forward to. And I'm going to really have you think about where are you 30 years from now, okay? So think about that as well. When we return with AJ Curry, a participant in the Perfect Game All-American Classic, one of the top, prep baseball players, joined by his father, Rich. I'm Drew Schlosberg with Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. We are the nation's longest running community podcast in our 20th year, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, and we will be right back.
We're not for profit, so we put money back into the community to help lots of great nonprofits to keep San Diego strong. So you're not just getting something good, you're doing something good. Come to Mission Fed. It's banking that's good for all.
Brand amplification is the DNA of Cloudcast Media, and our code is the powerful blending of sound, voice, and storytelling to lift local brands and their communities. Whether it is our Brandcast, Schoolcast, or Causecast platforms, the unifying ethos is all about this community, the one you call home. If you dare to dream and want to explore the brand amplification of Cloudcast, a national leader in local podcasting and other Winfluence strategies, please visit us at cloudcast.us.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. Honored to have in the studio with us today AJ Curry, a participant in the Perfect Game All-American Classic, and anybody who knows anything about high school baseball, and that it is an honor, to say the least, to be invited to this, joined by his dad, Rich, and I'm joined by my phenomenally talented and burgeoning guest co-host, Chloe McNairn. She is an exchange student from Scotland. I'm taking some classes at San Diego State University in journalism and media studies. So what is the path ahead? Okay, you're a UC student, UC High student, and so forth. You guys have won back-to-back state championships. How have you performed in those games? How have you done?
I would say I've done pretty good. I actually wasn't there last state championship. I lived in Kentucky for my sophomore year.
Okay.
But this junior year state championship, I was the starting pitcher. I threw 4 innings, 9 Ks, and then I went 3 for 3 at the plate with a double, and then I got intentionally walked.
How fast is your fastball?
Up to 94.
Up to 94. You're okay. 18 years old. 18, 17?
I'm 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. You throw right or left-handed?
Left-handed.
Okay. So then that's about a $40 million salary. Left-handed reliever. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a phone call to Dave Roberts.
I'm a hitter, though. I'm a hitter.
Okay. Well, you can still pitch at 94 miles an hour. You can do what Shohei's doing. Can't you do both?
That's the goal.
Okay, there you go. Okay, all right. Shohei Kearney, that's what we're going to call it. And very, very exciting in this. You have certainly done very well when it comes to athletics. You've done very well when it comes to the community. How have you stayed grounded? How have you stayed grounded that your head hasn't certainly exploded with, I'm the greatest in the world? You're very humble.
Yeah, I mean, when I go play in all these events, it's very humbling. You know, there's all these guys from across the country. We got dudes throwing 101, throwing 96. I mean, in the perfect game, nobody threw below 95. So it's just humbling to see all these guys out here, and you know, it's all friendly competition. They're all my boys. Just being surrounded around good players, and we just help each other get better. And yeah, it's like a little community.
What do you like most in your academics? What do you? Is there a subject area you like more than others?
I like robotics and I like English.
Very good. And with English, do you ever think after you're done with a pro career, and hopefully you'll have a pro career of teaching or doing something with that English degree or something else?
Maybe. I might do something like journaling, writing. I like writing a lot.
Do you? Okay, yeah. Rich.
Look, he's super humble, so I have to be like his soundboard sometimes for some things. This young man is the #1 ranked first baseman in the country.
Right.
He doesn't even mention it. But of course, he's going into the draft as a prospective outfielder. But it's just a good mark of achievement for how you've worked to be recognized as that. I'll say this for AJ. He enjoys when it gets extremely difficult. That's his comfort zone. He loves the competition of the game and having to accept the challenge of going against another player with equal abilities. That's something that really has, what I've noticed as his dad watching him over the years. The tougher it is, the more comfortable he is. And I would freak out, but he stays cool and does his thing. And I'm just in awe and appreciative of having a son that's so thoughtful and mindful on and off the field.
Yeah, no, you hit the key on and off. Okay, AJ, I gave you some time to think about this. You're now 47, okay? What are you doing at age 47?
What am I doing?
Coaching? Managing?
Maybe. Probably.
Running a robotics business?
Oh, the car company.
Oh, okay.
I want, at some point in my life, I'm a big car guy. I like cars. I want to design a supercar at some point. I don't know. I want to do that.
So what would this supercar look like, and what would it be called? The AJ? What do we call it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you know what this is. I want it to look like something around like the Apollo IE.
And what is it? Describe the Apollo IE.
It looks like a spaceship.
Okay, good.
But cooler.
4 wheels, 3 wheels?
4.
4 wheels, okay.
Car.
Very good. And who designs it right now, or does anyone designing it? Is it a Ford car? Is it a...
No, it's a Swedish car company.
Okay, a Swedish car company. I
believe it's Swedish.
Right. And what do you like about that design? Does it go fast?
It does, yeah. It's a hypercar.
Okay, right. So like 120 in 1 second?
Nah. I think
that would be a rocket ship.
I think it's 0 to 60 in like 3.5 or something, 3.4 seconds.
Right. Have you ever ridden one?
I wish. I've never even seen one before.
So when you're on your tour and you're going ahead and you guys are taking a trip to Sweden, all right, to sit there and play baseball out there and introduce them to baseball, are you going to go? Is there a factory that makes this out there?
No, they already produced them. There was only like 8 in the world, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, there's your goal. You can go at age 47. You'll develop another one. So you must love engineering. You like science, technology. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I do love engineering. Yeah.
Talk about and I know what the answer to this is. So that the importance of education is in your life.
It does a lot. I mean, One thing that I've looked at is that baseball is actually a lot of like physics and math and stuff. Exit velocities, angles. Like how the ball moves through the wind and all that stuff. So I actually pay attention a lot more than.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the car right now.
Yeah.
Okay, the
I
AJ.
pay attention a lot more than it seems.
Yeah,
but and also like I also like math in baseball a lot, like probabilities, percentages. When will the pitcher throw this? When will the pitcher throw that? Stuff like that.
So I'm so glad you brought that up. A long time ago, I was a sports writer, and back in the day, the metrics were different. What was your batting average? What were your RBIs and all that? Now you got WAR and you got 45 different stats and all that
now
business.
They got spray charts and everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Heat maps, everything.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? It was just basically this guy throws fast, and so just make sure you hit the ball, for God's sake, right? But that's what it was back in the day. And now you're down to this angles. This is what he does on a 2-2 pitch when the sun is over here. And this person, am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
I mean, everything 100%. Is. Anybody who was watching the the playoffs saw that Snell, from the pitcher from the Dodgers, had his card. He pulled it out about 4,005 times on what am I going to pitch this guy? It's 2-2, and the sun is fading, and do X, Y, and Z. Do you get to that deep into the woods?
I do sometimes. Sometimes. I do like probably once a month with my advisor. He has this subscription. I forgot what it's called, but it has like every single one of my at bats is like on a chart, and it's like 70% of the time you do this against this pitch. You need to make this adjustment to fix that.
And does it work?
It does, yeah. We just look at everything. It's like a big graph with like where I hit the ball where and what pitchers throw me and all that stuff. So it's like a big revision.
Right. So when some of these kids, and they are kids, throwing 94 miles an hour, first of all, I would have to have a fungo bat, and I'd be on the on-deck circle because I'm not getting anywhere near the plate when someone's throwing 94 miles an hour. I'll tell you that right now, for God's sake. In this area, talk about, and I know any baseball player says the speed doesn't matter. It's how the ball moves.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly.
Shout out to Matt McConnell and Aaron Etchinson, ISE. Those are our guys.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So it's that's why the Greg Maxes can sit there and strike out people throwing 88 miles an hour because you don't know where the ball is going, and then someone who grooves 102 miles an hour, you're going to catch up to it. Correct.
Yeah, that's 100%. It is. It's the move. I mean, see, the thing is that makes me a good pitcher is I throw 94, but if I was to go up there against the other top hitters in the country, like somebody like, I don't know, somebody else committed Tennessee. If I threw 94 down the middle, it's not getting by them.
Right.
Because there's a point where almost once you get past like 92, 93, it all looks the same.
Right.
The fastest I faced was 99, I think. And it wasn't I actually had a double off him because it was the fact that his 99 went straight.
It didn't move.
And it didn't two-seam.
Right.
I've seen guys throwing, one of my buddies actually also committed Tennessee, Kai Bratton. He goes to modern day Santa Ana. He throws 91, 92, but
it moves.
His ball moves like 12, 13 inches, and then he throws a slider 3,300 RPM.
Right. So I know you're going to play outfield more than pitch, correct? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right. But let's just say, what is your favorite pitch? Do you have like a slurve? Do you have
I love throwing my sinker. So it'll drop probably like 89, 90, but it
moves
15 inches of horizontal and then like 5 inches of vertical. So it's essentially a changeup, but it's 90 miles an hour.
So a question for you, last question. First of all, thank you both for joining us. Just a fascinating interview. Promise you will come back on because this is a great start to chatting with you about some of the things you're going to be doing. And we get to say, we knew AJ when, of course, you've already at the win already, number one, first kid playing, was it first baseman in the country? Yeah. Is that all right?
Well, his crowning achievement is designing a robot for the Giga Bears and the Lego building championships for robotics. He designed the bot.
First Lego League, that's what it's called.
And they won off his build. So that's why he loves robotics and engineering. They had that program at USD.
Yeah.
Francis Parker.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how he got to Francis Parker in his freshman year. So it all
Yeah, it's good. This will not be the well. You may say you, Drew, I'm never coming back on your show again, but hopefully, hopefully you won't say that. I think what you're doing is phenomenal. I love the fact that you're so interested in giving back to the community, and you do that. And kudos to your dad and mom making that part of the DNA in this. And I think you're going to be successful in whatever you're doing because you have such diversified interests. Sports important, but you're probably not going to be throwing 94 miles an hour at age 47. If you are, you're normal.
Maybe
Ryan.
If I'm a Aroldis Chapman.
That's it. That's true. Is he 47? Not quite.
He's like 41, but he's up to, I think, 104.
Oh my
still.
gosh, dude!
At 40. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I was going to say like Nolan Ryan, the bionic.
He's also 6'8", though. So
yeah, that's right. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2". Okay, very good.
See, I tell everybody else I'm 6'4", though.
Hey, Drew. When he was a kid, Nolan Ryan, I took a big San Francisco pretzel bucket, emptied it, put rice in it, and for like 5 to 12 years old, we get in the car, and he'd put his hand in the rice bucket and do 500 on the right, 500 on the left. That's what we did for his whole childhood. I had all these crazy little gimmicks that I stole from Roger Clemens, stole from Nolan, and just incorporated them into him. And then without having to lift weights, all this other baseball stuff, like hitting a tire in the backyard, like we did it all. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's turned out well on this aspect of it. Just as impressed with, his focus on robotics and community giving. And it's the whole child. I'm speaking to the congregation. You know that as well. AJ, thanks for spending some time with us and joining us. Promise you'll come back sometime down the road and talk even more about, this is what's transpired since the time we were on the podcast to what you're doing then.
100%. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And Rich, what a pleasure meeting you as well. And wishing you and the whole family nothing but great success moving forward.
Mr. Drew, this is the #1 community podcast in America. It's
oh my God. We're going to have to, Charles Parisi, my business partner and the founder and CEO of Cloudcast. We need to get that recorded on the website. Okay, there you go. And, I want to give a shout out to Chloe McNairn. She, I was in the class talking to her group of colleagues at San Diego State in their journalism media studies. Yeah, anyone want to come in and take a look at, she goes, oh yeah, I'd love to come in the podcast. I did not tell her she was going to co-host. So she got thrown into the fire immediately, and I think you've done a wonderful job. What were your experiences? Talk about that.
It was very interesting. Nothing I've ever done before, but just meeting so many people and chatting to so many interesting, like-minded and also successful people. It's just been really rewarding this morning.
It was absolutely our pleasure. And to our audience, we hope you enjoyed the interview with AJ Curry, participant in the Perfect Game All-American Classic, top baseball players. We're going to see a lot of great things from him, community leader and robotics expert, and his dad, Rich. And we hope you enjoyed the interview.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
Cloudcast Media.